In the last section, when we created this blog page, we also added a permalink function to allow us to link to the full blog post page. When we click on the title, we're then taken to a single post view to see more details about the post. At the moment though, we still see this shortened version of the blog post, or the excerpt as it's called, and we can also see the read more text at the bottom, which we also need to remove. This is because the theme will default back to the index.php file if a more specific file cannot be found. In this video, I now want to create a new page template to handle this called the single.php. And this is a file which is recognized by WordPress as the template to display a single blog post. Let's go over to our text editor. In the root of the project, click New File. This is the single.php. We can begin as ever with our comments at the top. So open and close the PHP tags. And then we add a comment with the / and then the stars. Close it off. So the text is going to be the template for displaying all blog posts. Since this file will share a lot of similarities with the index.php, I'm going to go over to there and copy the content to begin with. So down at the bottom from the footer, we can copy everything up to the header. Take this over and add this just under our comment in the single.php. So let's begin up at the top of this file. So the title, we just want to display the title at the top of the blog post. We don't need this to link to the full post since we're already there. So we can remove the link surrounding this. Remove this, which should leave now on our single.php. If we reload, we should now see that we can't click on this page title, meaning the single file which we created is now taking effect. The next thing to do is to make this text on here the full content rather than the excerpt. So if we scroll down to the excerpt, which is this function just here, all we need to do is simply change this back to be the content. And this is now the full version of our blog post content. We only have the one paragraph at the moment, but you can see this is the full content that we have. The next step is to remove this read more text since we already have the full blog post. Over to the single.php. If we take a look for this read more text here, I'm going to remove the full link or the full div surrounding this. We don't need any of this anymore. Save this. And the text has now disappeared. Let's just confirm this is all working okay. If we go back to our blog, we still see the shortened version. We'll still see the link for the title and the read more text. So back to our single.php. To wrap up this video, if we notice up at the top, we have the default feature text. This is because over in the functions.php, we created a else section as a fallback if no more specific page is found above. So it defaults back to the text which we see here. However, we want the text of Tranquil Spa official blog since we are still within the blog section. So we can add a operator inside of this else if section to check if the page is home, or we can use the two pipes to check if this is either home or is _single, which will point to the single.php template. So now over to the single file, and our text is now displaying as the official blog. We will return to this single post in the next video, and I will show you how to include pagination.